patch me in from there.
Totally fine now.
Not really. So it's just a kind of making your choice thing, right? I was figuring out start playing it normally and then watch to figure out get a feel for it and then figure out.
No, yeah. It was basically just kind of a beginner's guide in terms of like when you're starting up, like here's something like because one of the things you're going through the new light experience right now. But I won't lie, it sucks. It sucks a lot. It's not good. There's actually a like skip the new light experience like button. I think it's a little later. Like you haven't gotten to it yet, but I'd recommend doing that. And then there's a few things of just like helping get you like into the game and stuff. But again, I'm happy to guide you through that stuff. You picked Warlock. Curious, why did you pick Warlock?
Because I want to be a robot wizard.
That is so fair, and exactly why I picked my first character as a Warlock.
This is a golden age facility.
I can be a space
Lost
wizard?
during the collapse,
I can be a robot space wizard?
It's amazing parts of it are still functioning.
I don't want to do that. I'll let you take point.
If Shaw's right, activating the array should stop this arc energy from overloading.
Yeah, I say at any point, feel free to ask, and I'm happy to give you the lore.
The hive nest in the shadows,
but
they'll be on the move
so
soon
much
enough.
lore is like
The fallen
stored in my brain.
more concerned with survival than war.
So I'm happy
The
to
hive live for conflict.
play.
In their minds, all things have to earn the right to exist through victory in combat.
Oh, I automatically heal out of combat. Okay.
Ooh. God, I hear a Shrieker already. How would they throw that to the beginning? Oh yeah, so this is where they had me trapped. I was literally... When I was over here, these doors were closed.
Oh, okay.
And it had me stuck in this little... like this, and that were all closed. And it just had me stuck here. And I was like,
yeah,
how do I get out of here?
That was like after the previous question here, and it's like, oh, you gotta learn how to use your fast travel. So spawns you in here with all the doors closed, so you force to use your fast travel to go outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it just had me stuck here, and I was like, what am I doing? Is this, because I was like, is this some kind of like anti-tutorial skip mechanic of like, you gotta let him figure it out on his own, and then I can join later, like.
We're blocked. Like power fluctuations caused a lockdown.
Yeah, all right. I'm on it. Sit tight.
Hive, incoming.
Stay in one piece. I'll have you out soon. power cycle. Getting a little spicy on my end.
Do you need backup?
I can take the heat, but I'm pinned down.
Shahan, the character I have almost never spoken to. It's crazy because they like revamped the whole like new Guardian experience, and like added
kind of
Shahan
mischief?
as like the like
How about
guide
the
for
loud
that,
kind?
but he has appeared
Hide the
nowhere
common
else in the
power of that
story.
ritual.
So everyone who's been playing it for a while is like, Shaw who? What? Oh, it's raining. I think it wants us to go back here. Yeah, like,
I'm just gonna just audio one real quick. Okay.
I was saying, it wants you to, yeah, I'll start doing it. But so basically, a lot of the mechanics in Destiny, especially for the non-raid stuff, can be stand in the thing until the thing goes away. So it's doing a, like, purge the Shadow Rift thing.
Okay.
The crystals. JO crystals.
All right now. Whatever you're doing is turning heads. Keep it up.
Hide contacts increasing.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Well, I'm at E.
Oh goodness. You're like pick up keys, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Right
right.
next to it.
Is that the default?
Yeah.
Oh. I have my I'm like I think this is a remnant from Warframe, but my E key is my melee key.
Not a response.
Because that's how it is in Warframe, because you're meleeing so much. And then I think my interact key is my X? I think it's X key for me. Oh, pick up the sword. Over here.
Sword.
Yeah.
Clear. Get out of there before you're overrun.
Oh. Hang on. Here, I think it wants us to come this way. Oh. Ah.
Oh.
Pesky curse thrall. Here, come over here. There we go. What are the initial impressions, Destiny?
Shaw, whatever you're doing is working.
Yeah, well, I'm still stuck in the subsystems. They aren't pulling enough juice. Get to the control room and reboot the main
Jumping
dish.
seems
Only way we'll
good.
draw enough power.
Good to hear.
Oh, that's just a light.
Huh? I was say I wanna do like a whole lore dump and stuff, but I'm also like, no, just let him experience the game. He'll ask for the lore when he wants it.
I did play
There's the control
I
panel.
think it was like the
Hmm?
beta of Destiny 1 and it,
Oh, the Destiny
Is
1
it-
beta?
Accessing systems.
yeah, is this the
Okay,
same
you'll need to negotiate
starting
between crypto
story
systems
as
and
Destiny
verify the
1?
security
I'm
lattice.
pretty sure it is. Like
Bridge
it,
layer restored.
uh,
Administer array launch key.
yeah, I think that's what
Alright
they
then.
brought back for
Rerouting power
the
your way.
like new light experience.
Okay, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
The array. It's operational.
Yeah, because that's one thing that's kind of dumb about Destiny 2, especially, is like, so Destiny 2 starts with
Shaw?
like
What did
the Red War
detecting a large
campaign,
hive swarm incoming.
but you can't play the Red War anymore because they just took it
Array
out of the
signal is
game.
Too powerful. It's drowning
Um,
our comms. We're on our own.
So they made this as like the start again, I guess, and I was like,
Hive tomb ships.
okay. Cool. Oh, wow. The controller.
Do you read? You still with me?
We're alive.
I shouldn't have put you in that position. When you dropped off comms, I thought...
We're all right, Shaw. The hive are retreating. Did it work?
Checking. Looks like it. Levels are dropping across the grid. Just need to unlock the chamber now and we can finish this. Get back to camp before Navota makes another appearance.
That Venus? I think? I don't know.
I think that's Venus, yeah. Duh. Duh. Duh.
Huh?
Duh.
I had a bunch of damage stored up. Oh my goodness. Not gonna lie, I'm very excited to try and get you into the game. I'm like, yes! Someone to play Destiny with. Hooray!
Already on destination, so... Allowing me to fast travel, blah blah blah, destination Cosmodrome. And once we go back to the landing zone, someone said 80. Okay, heading to the landing zone.
Okay. Is it the steps one?
Yes?
Oh.
Yes. And Tutorial Boy is not here anymore.
Is that dog? Good to see more Vanguard forces.
Hello, Shaw.
Together, Guardian. All right. Right.
Why do you have final shape computer items here? What?
All this tech out here, left behind.
Oh,
There's gotta
that's fair. Oh, I got the tractor cannon. Yippee!
That's what I got.
Hmm?
I think that's the tractor cannon. Is that the shotgun I got? Okay, it's. When you give me to okay. Enter nav mode.
I'm curious. Oh yeah, so I think it's. Never mind, it's not that. I'm done. That was like, I don't know when it kicks in, but I think there is a point where you can just like skip the new light thing.
Okay, how do I summon?
Look at my sparrow.
Okay, okay.
I got a dragon sparrow.
Oh.
I've been playing this game a lot.
Okay, so let's go over here. Ow. I do not like how it's got separate enter exit buttons.
I was got what?
So enter is E and exit is space.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can see that.
This makes sense for like Halo, but like
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. This future's running slow.
yeah.
Huh? A guardian rises. I'm curious, do you like, so, do you want like a lore explanation of the game, or would you prefer to like just try and
Can't
figure it out
reach
yourself
Shaw,
as you play?
If Navota gets to him first,
I mean, I
we
feel
need
like
to find another key
exploring
and access
games
that
as
chamber. Fast.
lore myself.
There's some old caches nearby. Let's
If I
start
do
there.
have any questions that are just like unexplained at the moment, I'll. All right,
No key,
that I should
but
be
I'm detecting
cooking this
residual
up.
particles
Oh, gosh.
consistent with cache
Yeah,
alloys.
yeah.
There were more chests here once.
That was it, because
They must have been stolen by Fallen or Hive.
I'm always
There's
like,
a particle trail leading to a nearby
and I
grid.
haven't really
Send me
done like the New
coordinates
Light
now.
experience, but I've heard things about it, and I'm like, it doesn't like cover any of the events that happened in like all of Destiny 1, and like there's a bunch of content from Destiny 2 that's now no longer available. And so it's like,
My scanner
I'm
show a
like,
fallen catch
it might
nearby.
just
Seems like it's
it might just be
carrying
better
heavy
to
weapons.
just like give you the lore as just like a here's what's up, here's what's up with the universe, here's the enemies, and here's what's been going on, like but I also totally get just like wanting to get immersed and like learn about it and kind of as you go. Is that a notification?
Sounded like.
I heard just like the faintest of. Where did that come from?
Oh, you know what? I think. Think.
Still no key. I'm reading 2 other particle trails on my tracker.
Yeah, it was shy on Papa Mutts.
Oh, that is one thing I despise about Discord is like, it'll give you like the little like notification of like, hey, you got a notification. I think there's a chest over here if you didn't pick it up. But like, by the time you've like gotten over to Discord, it doesn't tell you where that notification was. And I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
wait, who notified me? What's going on?
Check your
Go over to the
weapons.
public
I'm
event.
reading a cluster of Hive bioenergetics. Careful. I'm detecting a
Oh,
high
never
density
mind.
of fallen
They
weapon
finished it.
signatures nearby.
What the hell? Oh yeah, so you definitely watch Matara, right?
Yeah.
Do you watch the podcast as well?
I haven't needed it. I've been. How do I drop an ox charge?
Oh, try just switching to like any weapon, so like 1, 2, or 3. Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
I missed. There we go. Take that. Here, I'm gonna do some audio setting fuckery. It's always a little tough to hear you. That might be a little better.
Ah, there's some encryption code on this data pad, but it's incomplete. If we find more, I could fake the authorization and act as a key myself. There's still one more
That might
cache on
help
the tracker.
a little bit. Ready? Yeah, I would say I'm like, if you want me to, I can totally give you like the, similar to how Matara gave like the Warhammer like lore summary dump. I could totally do something like that for Destiny if you wanted. Because I quite enjoyed that episode. I was like, oh, Warhammer's kind of sick. Like, what? And then I heard 60 books and I went, oh, that. That's a-
Yeah, that's probably just the Horus Heresy, though. That's.
Hmm?
I think that's just the Horus Heresy, though. That's...
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because are you into Warframe? Or not Warframe, Warhammer?
Yeah, I am. I've
Oh.
never read the Horus Heresy book, so
Oh, very nice.
there's a lot.
This is enough code fragments for me to
Hey,
generate
I
a new
love stuff like
authorization.
that. Like,
I need to boost my signal for the key to
I'm obsessed when they got like really detailed like world building and stuff, and there's like shit little plot lines going on at the same time. I'm obsessed with those kind of stories.
Mm-hmm. So where are they sending us now?
Like, oh yeah.
God damn. Oh, I don't get to keep that. I see. Where?
Around this way. Generally speaking, if you're ever kind of confused where you need to go, just press tab to pull out your ghost, and they'll tend to be like the little diamond wherever you need to be going.
Oh, there we go.
This area's full of ionized superconductor energy. It must have dispersed when we activated the array. I can use this to amplify my signal. Let's collect the charges.
Is this how they teach you to like double jump?
Reach Shaw. We need to hurry.
No, they thought of that a while ago.
Oh, okay. I was like, this is definitely a way to do it. Like, yeah, I guess you can do it like this.
This is just the back of the other area. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, they've got more over there. I see.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Oh.
Here we go. Starting recursive analysis. Thread complete. Now authorized. Let's hurry.
My hammer.
Okay, now going back. Oh, right there.
Yeah. Whoa.
So how do you slide?
When you're running, you can press Control, and that should be the slide button.
Okay.
Yeah. Or wait, this way. Alright.
Can't pull this out. Oh.
Yeah. Good trap. Yeah, those, you just gotta shoot him, and they'll let you out.
This place is brimming with hive magic. That explains why transmats were blocked.
Oh, no.
Eyes up, Guardian.
Boom.
Marta's gone. Wherever she went, I can't detect her anymore. But I've got a lock on Shaw's ghost. Let me help him.
Over here.
Second, just let a new weapon see if it's worth. And just pulse rifle, okay, whatever.
Shaw, are you all right?
What? What are you doing here?
We couldn't let you do this alone.
Navota?
She's still alive. Somewhere. We did enough to force her to retreat.
You fought her off? All right then. I'm sorry I left you behind. After Cass and Maeve, I was just afraid to lose anyone else.
So were we. That's why we followed you.
Nobody likes to be sidelined. I'm glad you were here. I owe you. The prize is yours. Superconductor is over there. Grab it and meet back at camp.
Kitty.
For real this time.
This was my favorite.
There's the superconductor. Let's finish the job.
Oh, I guess I should do that. Yeah.
Oh.
I can feel the arc light coursing through this. No wonder the Vanguard want to make a weapon with it. Let's head back to camp and then the last city. Home.
Home.
Yes, another sniper rifle.
What's that?
No, just looking at the mission quest reward.
Ah, yeah. Oh my gosh, have you seen? It's pumpkin spice season. It's pumpkin spice season!
Ew. I did not know.
Yes, I think it like, because I think Buff also got like a pumpkin drink today. And I was betrayed, you took all my points.
Yeah, she said it was like daily pumpkin spicy-ish.
Yeah. I went and I got pumpkin spice chai. I was like, oh, it's back.
Need something?
I guess I gotta keep eyes open for some sort of creamer then.
I would say here, real
really
quick,
show up.
if you come over here, is there something that you can like interact with? That's not that.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay.
Report. Sounds good. Right.
Mission screen, public node.
Watch yourself in the Skywatch. Too many shadows in there. I can hear hive rituals out there.
Please
Stay
use
safe.
it back to be okay.
Yeah, so like over here, is there something you can interact with? That's not this thing.
Not that.
Not
okay.
not this specifically, but if there's something else here.
Yeah, the skip the new lights.
Oh yeah.
Like,
So that'd be the skip tutorial button basically. I would say welcome to do it, welcome to not. But it's up to you.
Too many players for this activity.
Hmm?
Too many players for this activity.
Oh, here.
Okay, what's this bar at the bottom? Eh?
Because basically what the video is kind of talking about and recommending is like it recommends that honestly it recommends you skip the new light experience because it's kind of like it's just a long process that doesn't really get you like into the story or anything. So it recommends you skip that, and then it recommends you just go straight into one game mode called Sanctuary Onslaught. Which is like it's Destiny's like zombies like mechanic kinda. So like a wave defender kind of game. And that should be fun. You want to try it?
All right.
Am I able to rejoin? Oh? Exploring skip new line. Huh. What is it having you do right now? Don't go. Chance I take it slow. And I know I just can't leave these things behind. Not a few. That is fine. In my world.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so is it like taking you to like pick one of the 3 subclasses?
Yes.
Ah. I'm trying to think. Personally, I'd recommend Solar or Void. Because basically, Solar is kind of, it's a either support class or a, like, get like a flaming sword and like fly around. Void is pretty much all just like the Nova Bomb, and then Arc is like Arc. Arc is literally just Palpatine, where you're like, kid, become like charged with electricity and just go unlimited power. Just zap everything.
Let us work together. What can you teach me?
Oh, the worm god. Terrible worm god.
with Stormcolored have to focus on having arc weapons.
Up, out of the dark.
What are they doing? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, might as well.
Okay. A little bug guy.
Huh?
I want to be this bug guy.
Wait, where are you?
Oh
yeah, I'm coming.
By Ikora.
Yeah.
Ikora.
Ikora?
Ikora.
Yeah.
Bug guy.
Bug guy. I would say those are the Fallen, or also known as the Elixni. And I'm happy to give you the lore. Let's investigate over here.
Are they cool?
Yeah. Pretty much the enemies are way cooler than we are in this universe, in my opinion.
Oh, they're enemies. Oh.
Huh?
They're enemies. Oh.
They are enemies, but now they're our friends. Because we befriended them in one of the seasons. Some of them.
Oh. Okay.
We do still fight some of them, but some of them are our friends now. And it was a very big deal when we let them into the last city, because people were like, "We're letting the Fallen into our city. They're gonna kill us all." It was a nice story. That's no longer playable because it was a seasonal story. So rip. That is definitely something I wish Destiny did a little better. Of just like, why don't you just, like, I get you don't want the game to be like super huge and all that fun stuff, but like, surely you can make it where we can like selectively download seasonal content, play it, and then delete it again. Like, right? That's a thing they can do in gaming, right? Really? Oh yeah, so you may. So there's a seasonal event going on right now called the Solstice. Yeah, it's a fun little. It basically it puts in like a new game mode. You can get some cool armor from it, and there's like a little intro quest that you can be doing. So, fun time. You need help, buddy? Wait, who's wicked? Did they?
No.
Somebody messaged me being like, "You need help, buddy?" And I'm like, who? Bitch, I've been playing this game for 7 years. Oh, it's another little pair. Oh, I think he's chirping somebody else. Did we look that lost?
Yeah, I see them over there.
Ah. Oops. Oh, I think he meant to message his teammate and he sent it in local. Oh, that makes sense. I was like, what? No, we're fine.
Okay,
yeah.
so
big
is there
guys.
another enemy that we befriended that
Yeah.
can't play because it's seasonally locked content?
Yep.
Uh,
These are the Cabal. Again, they may have some kind of wow. You look cool. They may have something where you can play older seasonal content, but I'd have to go look into it. But I don't think you can, which is kind of really cringe. But I'm happy to give you the lore if you want to hear about it.
Are you ready?
sure.
Yeah. So basically, we're gonna. I'll go all the way from the start. So basically, or actually, before we do that, we may want to. Should we load into Onslaught? And then I can give you the lore while we just kill some enemies.
Sure. Let me just handle this.
So yeah. So I think.
Ranking stuff? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember actually how you get to Sanctuary Onslaught. The hell? They didn't get rid of Onslaught, did they?
The next threat will come soon,
Surely not.
Guardian.
Hold on.
When it does, we will be.
Hi,
We face
Kata.
a strange
Good to
road
see
ahead.
you again. Yeah, I'm chirping a little baby guardian. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. Like, did they get rid of Sanctuary Onslaught?
Didn't I already get the thing?
Hmm? Onslaught? I'll just start Sanctuary Onslaught. Oh, wait. It's not called that in this game. Oh.
I need
Okay. So,
Or
why did I go here to advance my rank? What?
Huh? Onslaught. Yeah, that's what it is. Over to the director. By default, select Into the Light from Destination tab.
The city is depending on its
Into the
guardians
Light.
now more than ever.
What? Head over to the director.
We face a strange road ahead, Guardian. It's good to know I can count on you.
What? Select
No.
Into the Light from the Destinations tab. Launch a match. What? Where is it? Take?
I know Ikora has things under control,
Is
but remind her
Onslaught
I'm here when she needs me.
Destiny 2. Onslaught. Progress through the introductory quest, Feats of Bravery. Where's that one? Do you have a quest called Feats of Bravery?
What news?
Monitoring all channels. Stay alert.
Future quests.
I know Ikora has things under control.
No.
Remind her.
Oh. Do
I'm
not
here
tell
when
me
she
they
needs
removed it. No, it's a permanent 3-player mode. This runs once Voth is slain.
Oh, no, here I got to. Okay, I'll also have to go here to get my bounties. Okay.
Okay. Huh?
Unexpected allies. Unexpected enemies. The only thing we can expect is the unexpected.
Am I a freaking Destiny boomer? Where the hell is it? How do you load into Onslaught?
Let's get to work. I need your skills more than ever.
Launch my search from the timeline. Timeline go directly to the timeline.
Destiny. Am I crazy? Like, what? Is it in the helm? No, it's not there. What?
We have much to discuss.
Security check. All secure.
Okay, but you just said I could. What?
What's up?
I'm just getting lost by this quest. Like it.
Which quest are you doing?
I don't know. I'm getting so many thrown at me. I'm not sure what I'm.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like it's telling me to do. Trying to keep doing the. Starting one.
Oh, is it? Is it trying to send you back into it?
No. Like the heck is it called? The next part of the Spark of Hope.
Oh.
Okay. Can you please get rid of this damn
I'm
spark
losing my
bottle?
mind over here, because I'm like, how the hell do I load into Onslaught? Destiny 2. There's a final shape, blah, blah, blah. Enter Onslaught, break core mode, enter with Into the Light update, Onslaught core mechanics. Onslaught, Destiny 2.
Okay, final shape quest.
Master Cross, help me.
From K. Turn the
They didn't.
storm.
It should be in the Hall of Champions. But where is that?
Okay, so 2 of these quests are for unlocking the other 2 subclasses. Okay.
Ah.
Why can't those rookies in the Crucible be more like you?
Okay, on track, final shape. Go back to Spark of Hope. Hope that's part of the what it needs you to unlock. Onslaught?
Hopefully, this is a
Yeah,
steady
Onslaught. Do you see something for it?
harsher every day.
No,
It
I'm
has
just trying
I
to go
make
through
sure
the
of it.
base quest
Yeah, yeah.
line, see if that unlocks something.
Yeah.
Go talk to Devon K.
I'm just losing my mind because I'm like, where even is it on the directory? Like, I should know where
I'm
this
hungry
is.
for news,
Timeline? No. Oh, interesting. That's there.
You're not Devon.
Final shape. Into the light. Where's into the light? One more time, please. Is it gone? That's like the only explanation that I have right now. I'm like, did they remove Onslaught?
I have an entire crucible to officiate, Guardian.
Did
Don't
they
make me wait.
remove Onslaught? Destiny 2? Because they said they weren't going to do that. It says will not be removed. It's in the Vanguard playlist. I'm a dumbass.
I'm hungry for news.
Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Okay, well, when you're ready,
I know you're busy,
I'm not sure if there's a
but the
quest you need to
portable
pick up
veterans
first,
now more
but
than
if you go to the Vanguard tab in the Destinations thing, there should be Onslaught playlist and then Onslaught. And that is where it recommends you start. Give it a try. And then while we do that, I can give you the lore.
You're doing your part out there, I hope. But the Crucible always needs more fighters.
Did it say Onslaught or Onslaught playlist?
I think either one, because Onslaught playlist.
Yep.
I think either one.
I'm hungry for news, Guardian.
Oh, it might make you do the playlist one first, and then it might. Oh. Let me ask.
Okay.
I was say, do you mind if another friend joins for Sanctuary Onslaught?
Sure.
Cool. Yeah. I'll say. Alright, let me add them. I say it's actually someone from Twitch chat who's tuning in.
Okay.
Crucible needs me, Guardian. Are you
They've come
ready
by
to
a few
deploy?
times. Let me add them. I say, what's your Bungie name?
I have an entire Crucible to officiate, Guardian. Don't make me wait.
Kata key number. There it is.
The RX number 8321.
Oh yeah, I would say I have you added, so I think you're all good. I was talking to the person in the chat.
Crucible gets harsher every day.
Oh.
It has to. I make sure.
You're all good. That'll work. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Has something been chewing on these?
Recording data is easy, but recording data that can only be opened by those you allow to. That is an art form.
And then here, do you want to join the Discord? Alright, hold on. Getting an invite for that. Da-da-da. Invite.
When was the last time you can remember we were at peace?
Copy. Here, I'll put it here. There you go.
Okay.
Everything depends on the Vanguard.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, honestly.
It's good to hear.
I was playing a lot earlier before, and, it was fun. It was fun.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Hmm.
What about you?
Where's the last time you can remember we were at peace?
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Where's the last time you can remember we were at peace?
What about you?
I would say RX is, well, sort of brand new, but not quite, because technically RX is more OG than I am, because he played the Destiny 1 beta, but then hasn't played since.
So you are basically a baby guardian then.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
KinderGuardian. And yeah, I would say I'm trying to get him into it, so I have more people to play with.
That is fair. I completely understand. I'm trying to get my girlfriend into playing this as well.
Yeah. No, yeah. And then yeah, I would say I wanna give him a whole lore dump, but I was like, let's go into Sanctuary Onslaught. And then I can start the lore dump.
Good start.
Yeah, either if you want to make me fire team leader, or if you want to load it up RX, feel free.
Oh. Again, are we doing the Onslaught or Onslaught playlist?
Is there a difference, do you know?
Yes, so the Onslaught playlist is a 10 wave. The Onslaught normal is a 50 wave, and the 50 wave is going up to G in Grandmaster level.
Okay, maybe let's start with the 10. Just
Okay.
This is chill. Get you used to it. Yeah, that's the other thing. So they got rid of the Hall of Champions, didn't they?
Yes, but you can still attune your weapons.
You can still what?
Attune the weapons. You can still like make it basically focus your weapons so you have a higher chance to get them.
Okay.
If you go to Zavala, in the bottom of his tab, he will have attunement.
Oh, got it. And then, can you still get like Gift of the Thunder Gods? Or is that gone?
No, those are exotics that will come back. For example, from Zer, that was back every weekend. Or you might be able to get them from an exotic engram.
Got
it. You can still get all of the exotic armor.
Yeah. I would say I remember I like watched a guide that was like, oh yeah, like if you're new to Destiny, like is it worth playing, and like what's up with Sanctuary Onslaught, and they basically said like you should play Sanctuary Onslaught and you should get Gift of the Thunder Gods, because it just kind of zooms you like right up to like being on par with everything light wise.
Yeah.
But I guess they got rid of that.
They have got rid of that. After the final shape, the light level increased even more. And as long as you're doing pinnacle stuff, so for example, Vanguard, Gambit, or Crucible, or complete the weekly dungeon, you will get rewards like higher power or higher light level.
Yeah. See, I'm also getting Sherpa here, RX. I've been so checked out of Destiny. I was like having a breakdown because I'm like, where is Sanctuary Onslaught? Why can't I find it on the directory?
I saw that and I was like, I have.
I was like, am I going crazy? Did they get rid of it? Where is it? But no, okay. So real quick before I get into the lore, the gist of this game mode is literally it's defend the battery. So it shoot a bunch of enemies, and some of them will drop little batteries. You can toss them at the AUD to heal it. And it's just a little horde defense game. So enjoy shooting stuff. And you can get just like a bunch of really good weapons from here. That are really fun to use.
Wait, it's called the AUD. I always call it the ADU.
Is it the ADU or is it the AUD? Is it? I can't tell.
I thought we had AUD.
What? It honestly might be what you think it is, and I'm tripping. I'm losing it.
Not it sounds more professional with the AUD.
Yeah. Oh, there are unstops immediately. Oh god. Okay. Unstops are enemies that require an unstoppable weapon or certain elemental damage types, which I do not have equipped. Or you just out DPS the healing or resistance. But okay, the lore, TM. So basically, at like humanity at some point detected an anomaly above Mars, and when they went there, they saw this giant like floating orb that became known as the Traveler, basically. And after the Traveler came, they entered like a golden age of humanity, where there was like a ton of scientific progress. Humanity started like expanding out into the rest of the solar system and like all this other stuff, as well as like the development of exos. Exos are like the robots that you're playing right now, and it was basically a method of like prolonging human life by putting their brains into like exo bodies, and that's got a bunch of cool lore, but I'll get into that a little later. And also, oh my god, dude, how does Buff game and talk at the same time? I'm like, my brain is like so fried trying to figure out what's going on. No, but basically, so humanity's going through this like golden age, and they're enjoying a ton of prosperity, and then everything changed when the darkness attacked. So basically, the darkness, as well as like all of the enemies that we face off against, suddenly appeared from outside the solar system and pretty much destroyed like everything in an event called the Collapse, until all that was left was like one city that the Traveler was above. Well, actually that city got destroyed, but basically the Traveler managed to like push back the darkness like right before the end, and once they had done that, the Traveler also created these things called ghosts, and ghosts are what let Guardians do what they are. They're able to like revive their Guardians, as well as allow them to like wield the light and these like paracausal powers and stuff.
Okay.
And so then getting into a little more into like the enemies, there were like 4 main enemies in the start. There's since been a few more that they've added, but in the beginning there was the Fallen, or their actual race name, which is the Elixni. These are the bug guys that you were talking about. And so they are actually the race before humanity in terms of... So the Traveler was basically, again, traveling all around the universe, going to these different planets and solar systems, and like blessing them with the light and all that other fun stuff. And right before humanity, the Traveler had blessed the Elixni with the light. Not quite in the same way they do Guardians, but again, they were given all those like big technological advances and everything. But when the darkness showed up, the Traveler said, "Nope, I'm out of here. Goodbye," and ditched them. And so their entire society collapsed. So basically, the ones that survived decided to chase after the Traveler and are like, "Well, fuck you. You just abandoned us in our time of need. Fuck off." So they were real mad about that. The Hive, which are what we're fighting right now, the kind of more like horror-esque villain ones, they have so much cool lore, called the Books of Sorrow, which are so good and such a great...
Sword logic.
So I'll give you the TLDR of the Hive lore, but generally speaking, if you have some extra free time and you're down to like listen to basically an audiobook, you should look up the Books of Sorrow. I can send you a link for that whole like video series that a YouTuber did. But basically, the Hive were originally a race of aliens on a planet called the Thunderman, and it was this like huge planet that had like tons of species on it and all that fun stuff. And they were like the weakest out of all of the species on the Thunderment. They had really short lifespans and they were really struggling to survive until one day, 3 of the royal siblings, Oryx, Savathun, and Zivu Arath, they weren't called that initially, but that's what they're called now, ventured into the planet where they found these deities called the Worm Gods. And they're basically super powerful beings who wield the darkness. And they made a bargain with them, where basically they're like, we will extend your lives and give you great power over all of the other civilizations on the Thunderment. The deal, though, is you have to take our, like, children into your bodies, and you have to feed them with killing. They'll only be satisfied by killing, and you must offer tribute to your worms, or they will consume you. So basically, the Hive became this race where they were just hell-bent on killing everything, and the more they killed, the more power they got. And they pretty much annihilated most of the races across the universe. And so the other little part of the Thunderment was they discovered as they were... oh, I got blown up. As they were, like, amassing power across the Thunderment stuff, they learned of this thing called the Wave, where basically the Traveler was actually in orbit around the Thunderment, and was concerned about these worm gods, like, escaping the planet and, like, spreading their influence and everything. So the Traveler created, like, a god wave that would basically murder everyone on the planet, which is, again, like, trillions of life forms. And so that was kind of fucked up with the Traveler, not gonna lie. But so that's why the Hive specifically are so hell-bent on, like, destroying the Traveler and stuff like that, because they attempted to basically wipe out their entire civilization. And there's a bunch of other cool lore of, like, how the darkness works and, like, the sword launch and whatnot, but that would take me forever to explain. The third race that kind of showed up are a race called the Vex. The Vex are basically, they are, I don't know if you've come across them, but they are the robot enemies. Though in reality, the Vex are like this, like, hive mind, like, goop that resides within the robotic shells. And they're this whole, like, they have, like, time travel capabilities, and they're kind of just hell-bent on reshaping the entire universe and making everything the Vex. That's the super short version of the Vex. There's way more that I could talk about, but they're...
Yeah, next season will cover a bit of it as well.
Hmm?
This season will cover it a bit as well.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually... Well, so right now, RX is actually free to play. So, I mean, if it goes well, maybe we convince him to buy, but literally no pressure.
Yeah.
But basically, they're murder robots who want to make, like, reshape the entire universe to be in the image of the Vex. And so, oh wow, that was quick. So they're pretty sick, but that's the third enemy. And then the fourth enemy are the Cabal. The Cabal are basically, they're this, like, gladiatorial society of aliens who are like, military power is everything, and so they're, yeah, that's the there's a whole bunch of, like,
explanation. That's a really good explanation.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of, like, politics and drama that have unfolded throughout the seasons. But yeah, those are the 4 main enemies that basically we're dealing with. And so kind of going back to like right after the collapse, there was the creation of Guardians, which were basically humans, exos. Oh, and then I forgot to mention Awoken. Oh my god, there's so much lore.
Awoken is a completely different story, though.
That's a whole other story. So basically, well, I'll skip over that for now. But basically, and by the way, just a little instruction. Is there anywhere that we should go first before trying to load into the 50 wave version? Or actually, it might just be loading us into the next one.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
It is.
But basically, after the creation of Guardians, that ushered in like the Dark Ages, where basically, a lot of these Guardians became like local warlords, and like ruled over the humans that weren't blessed with the light, as they like fought for resources and stuff, which then led to the reign of the Iron Lords. The Iron Lords were basically a couple of Guardians that like banded together and were like, hey, it's kind of fucked up what these warlords are doing. Let's kill all of them and like bring in some form of like justice and equality for the system. And so they did, and that was sick. But yeah, and as kind of as under the Iron Lord's watch, humanity kind of started to band together under the Traveler, and that led to the formation of the last city, basically, which is where the tower is and where we are kind of right now as well. And then can I get into like where the actual game starts? Am I missing stuff now?
Yes. No. So
I could talk about the Awoken.
Guardians born. Well, the thing is, the Awoken aren't really Guardians, like in the sense of how we are Guardians.
Yeah.
They're born as a person who died, like, because the Awoken are a complete separate species who die, or they're humans who died in that clash when the Traveler did its grand finale stand against the darkness.
Yeah, I would say how I would explain the Awoken is like, so basically as the collapse was starting to happen, some of humanity was like, we gotta get the fuck out of here, and they tried to run, and like as the darkness was like closing in, and then the Traveler released this like wave of light that pushed out the darkness. One of these like ships that was trying to escape got like caught right in that little blast wave, and kind of the head of that ship was a woman named Marisol, and she basically communed with the darkness and essentially said, hey, we got nothing to do with the Traveler. Like, can you leave us alone, and like let us live? And they did. So they became these like human hybrids that had been like doused in both light and darkness, and that's why they're all kind of glowy. And their little ship actually got sucked into like a little pocket dimension. And that's why they were safe from a lot of the shit that was going down. And so that's generally the Awoken. They eventually like came out of that pocket dimension, and started helping us, which was sick. But we had to do a lot of convincing to do that. But yeah, okay, with that, I can actually get into where the story starts, because everything I told you is just it's
prologue.
Yeah, it's like prologue lore, not actually part of the gameplay or anything. Like this is just all the world building. But basically, where you are in with like the New Light story is your ghost comes across your dead body in the Cosmodrome, which is an area somewhere near Russia, basically. And, you know, you become a guardian, and you start wielding the light, and you are able, like, you come back to the last city, you meet with the Vanguard. The Vanguard are basically representatives of Guardians, and so Guardians are split into 3 classes. Warlock, which are kind of like the scholarly side, more on the scholarly side. They often like try to understand the like deeper mechanics of the light, and so their usage of the light tends to be more like Space Wizard, stuff like that. There are hunters, which are kind of like the scouts of the Guardians. They like go out into dangerous territory, they sneak around, they take out threats before they become too big of a deal. And they're all kind of supposed to be like lone wolf kind of theming. And then Titans are like the brave, stoic, like we must defend the last city and like protect everything. So they were like strong, kind of defensive themed. And they're represented originally by Ikora Ray for the Warlocks, Cade 6.
It was wasn't it Osiris first?
First, yeah. I'm more thinking in terms of like, okay, you started Destiny 1, what's the story?
Oh, yeah.
Because if I get into Osiris, I'm gonna have to go on a whole other tangent. And we're never gonna get anywhere. But basically, so there's like Ikora Ray, who heads the Warlock Vanguard. There's Cade 6, aka the greatest character in all of Destiny. And he's
killed and then brought back after. Who they killed and then they brought back.
They killed and then they brought back, and then I was so sad when they killed him. No, but
Some things.
But so there's Cade 6, and then there's Zavala, who's the head of the Titan Vanguard. And so basically, you meet with the Vanguard for the first time. They're like, hey, here's what's up. We got a lot of threats going on. It's fucking bad, but we'll figure it out. And so basically, the start of Destiny 1 is kind of like, oh yeah, drop the rift right here. Just like run into it.
Oh.
Yeah, dunk it.
There we go.
Yeah. But basically, I'm saying basically a lot, and there's a lot of complicated details. I keep saying. So there's a ton of bad shit going on. You should go out across the system and deal with it. So like the first one, there's like this big kind of like fallen captain that's causing problems in the Cosmodrome. You go out, you kill it, and that will be the theme of a lot of Destiny. Is there's a problem, you go out, you kill it. But so you deal with the captain, and then they're like, okay, we're gonna do something crazy. We're gonna attempt to go back to the moon. And the moon has been a big problem because
Moon's haunted? Moon's haunted?
Yeah, because the hive ended up like hollowing out a lot of the center of the moon and made it their like main base of operations. And originally they tried to send a fire team in there to like scope it out, see if we can set up a foothold there, and they got brutally murdered really fast. They did not do so well, and that was the fire team that Eris Morn was on. I don't know if you know who that is. She's kind of creepy hive lady. She only survived because she made a deal with this other species called the Amhankara. They are not an enemy that you fight. But the Ahamakara are like wish dragons. They basically. Oh shit. Okay, wait. We need to focus. We need to focus on this.
Ooh.
Torment is bad.
Okay, now you can just use the or...
I'm dying. Basically, Amakara are like these like wish dragon kind of tricksters. They're like evil genies. They'll twist your words and like make your wishes like turn against you and whatnot. So back in the Dark Ages, we were like, oh, Amakara are really fucking dangerous. So let's murder all of them. And so we did. We seemingly murdered all of them. Spoiler alert, we didn't actually murder all of them, but we tried. We did a real darn good job. But unfortunately for us is that I missed that. Is that even if you kill them, their like remains can still like grant wishes and stuff like that, and like corrupt you and everything. So Eris had a like Ahamakara bone, and she made a deal with the Ahamakara to get out of the moon and like return back and report back what happened. And that's why she literally had to like claw out her eyes and put in like acolyte eyes to like gain some like hive magic power. Did we? Oh, never mind. Spooky stuff. But basically she got back and she's like, the moon is fucked. It's bad. There are so many hive. We all died. We got betrayed by this one warlock named Toland, who kind of went crazy and wanted the hive magic himself. He was a real dick about it, but you know, oh well. So, they're like, you know what? After that big win against this one fallen captain, let's go back to the moon. And so you go back to the moon, you see all the spooky hive, and then you meet the Exo-Stranger. And the Exo-Stranger's like, hey kid, you're pretty good at this whole, being a guardian thing. You're good at killing the dudes. So you should not follow me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it at all. So we do.
Totally won't be fun, guys.
So we do. We follow her, and that takes us to. I think it eventually leads us to the Awoken. We meet with Mara, and we're like, hey, we need the head of. Oh no, we go to Venus first, and we find that Venus has been completely terraformed by the Vex. It's like completely taken over, and it's their main hideout, and we're like, ah shit, this is really bad, because if the Vex get too much of a hold, they're gonna terraform it, they're gonna like reshape our history, and it'll be all kinds of bad. So we need to stop them. So to do that, we end up going to the Awoken. We're like, hey, we need a key to like get into the main Vex systems. Can you help us? And they're like, prove yourself to us. Prove why we should help you. And so we do. And Uldren Solve, who's like the brother of Mara Solve, is kind of a bitch about it. But Mara is really but Mara is really sexy, so we don't care about this. Basically, we get the like Vex head that lets us get into the main strongholds of the Vex, called the Vault of Glass. The Vault of Glass is kind of like they're like head based, and in the Vault of Glass, the Vex have complete control over time. And this leads us to the first Destiny raid, where it's like a 6-person activity. You go in, and you have to do these kind of like puzzle mechanics as you're fighting the enemy to like kill the main bosses and stuff. And that's super fun, and that is a free raid that is now in Destiny, so I would be happy to run that with you. But basically, we do it. We kill the main Vex that's there and like heading up the Vault of Glass without being lost to time and all that other bad stuff. So we do a great job. And we're like sick. We've taken care of the Vex problem. But now that we've done that, you know all those hive that were on the moon? Yeah, they're pissed we came up to the moon, and they're gonna kill us all. Specifically, Crota. Crota is like the head of the moon base, and also the son of like the main king of the hive, Oryx, that we mentioned earlier. So he's stationed on the moon, and his whole job is like, yes, destroy the Traveler, prove your worth to me. Because Crota, in the past, fucked up and accidentally opened a Vex portal into the, like, Hive throne realm, which is really bad, because the throne room is the source of the Hive's power. So Oryx was kind of pissy and said, hey, don't come back until you've restored your honor. You must destroy the Traveler before I accept you back in. They really, now that I think of it, they really pulled an Avatar The Last Airbender plot there. Which is so funny. But basically, so he's starting to move. He's like assembling his forces. They're going to destroy the Traveler. And we're like, okay, let's not have that happen. So we go in. We do a bunch of stuff for the campaign. And then, oh, by the way, after we defeat the people in the Vault of Glass, the Exo Stranger comes and says, hey, good job. Maybe we'll meet again. And explains nothing else. No idea who she is, or how she's been around. There is pretty much nothing we know about her. She just kind of showed up, and then she left. And that was so fun, because I was like, wait, no, come back, who are you? But basically, the plot of the, like, second main expansion for Destiny is you go in, you fuck up Crota's armies, and then you go in and you do Crota's End, and much like the name suggests, you end him. Yeah, you fuck up Crota. And we're like, yay, we killed Crota. Nice job, us. Alright. Oh, I didn't even remove the shield. Ow. After we've killed Crota, Daddy Oryx hears that his son fucking died in our little, solar system. And he's like, what the fuck? Who the fuck killed my fucking son? Like, sure, he had no honor and I banished him, but like, he's still my fucking son. So he's pissed and he starts coming in with this whole fleet of Hive. And we're like, oh shit. Oryx is the main guy and he's super powerful because he's known as the Taken King. And what that means is he actually has the ability to like possess other species and like bring them under his command. Which is like, if you ever see, actually, when we go into the little pyramid ships, the like white and black like enemies, those are the Taken. And they're Taken versions of other species. And so, yeah. So basically, he's super fucking scary. He starts taking all of our enemies and turning them all against us. And we're like, oh, fuck. We are fucked. And as they're, like, approaching, the Awoken are like, alright, it's time to make a stand. We're gonna defend the solar system. And they basically end up, like, pretty much like suicide bombing the Taken King's fleet, and managing to like stop them at Saturn, so they can't get all the way to Earth yet. And so they succeed, but presumably all of them die. All of the Vulcan are dead, and rip us. But they slow them down, and we're like, all right, let's figure out what's going on with like the main like hive ship, which is called the Dreadnought. You explore there. You learn all about the Books of Sorrow, which is still the sickest piece of Destiny lore in all of existence. And then you're like, all right, let's kill the Taken King and all of like his like, you know, generals and like kids and whatnot. And so you do, and it's sick, and that's a raid called King's Fall, which is actually, now that I think of it, so Crota's End and King's Fall are also free-to-play raids that have been brought into Destiny 2, which I am happy to run with you. And raids are my favorite part of Destiny, so I highly recommend. But basically, we do, and we kill him, and we're like, fuck yeah, dude, we fucking fucked him up. And so, we do that, and we're like, yay! Also, just a heads up, so the Cabal have been, like, kind of doing shit this whole time, and, like, but they've never really been they're not a huge threat at all, in this one, now that I think of it. But they're doing shit. I haven't forgotten about them. But basically, in the last main expansion, in Destiny 1, before it becomes Destiny 2, we begin to get strange reports from the Cosmodrome, and we're that there's this like weird like red like little nanomachine thing that's like spreading across the Cosmodrome. We're like, what the fuck is this? But oh god, how do I explain this? Basically, going back to the Iron Lords all the way back then, there's actually only one of them still left alive. And it's like, what the fuck? Where did all the Iron Lords go? So basically, they encountered this substance called Siva. And Siva was a creation of humanity in the Golden Age. That's like this self-replicating, infinite applicability, like nanomachines that could like build anything and do anything. And it was super sick until it was given to the War Mines. And the War Mines were another Golden Age development of like, we basically created these AIs, gave them a shitload of planetary nukes and satellites, and said, defend the solar system. And they did jack shit against the darkness. And that was like, well, oh well. They failed their one mission, but they had control of Siva, and that's what they would use to like build bases and stuff, and how we were like trying to like colonize and whatnot. But we learned that like Siva had escaped, and basically the Iron Lords, all except Saladin, sacrificed themselves to like seal Siva back in like the War Mines chamber. And we learned recently that the Fallen have accessed said chamber and taken control of Siva, and if that's like kind of infected them and like given them like cool Siva powers. And we're like, ah shit, not Siva again. That's not good. So that takes us into Rise of Iron. We like learn all of the Iron Lord lore and like do all that cool shit. And long story short, we go to like the main Siva replicators. We fight a bunch of the Siva base bosses. We run a cleaning machine off of a fucking bridge, which was fucking sick. That I would have to show you a video of. I can't super explain it that well. But then we like destroy the main fallen dude who's like been corrupted by Siva, and we reseal it, and we're like sick. And Siva was then never seen again, which is so sad, because I guess Bungie just hates Siva and they don't want to bring it back.
Except in one weapon.
Hmm?
Except in one weapon.
In one weapon, yes, one legacy weapon. But basically, that raid is called the Wrath of the Machine. That one has unfortunately not come back to Destiny 2, which I am immensely sad about because that was my favorite raid. But oh well. Maybe one day, probably not, because Bungie hates Siva, and they never want to bring it back to any capacity. But yeah, that is the entirety of the Destiny 1 campaign. I'm gonna pause for a second and ask if you have any questions while I sip something. Because my throat hurts a little bit.
I think I'm good right now.
Okay.
Feel free to take a break, of course.
But there's a lot of different people in Destiny 2, so names aren't really that important.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm realizing, like, oh my god, I've been monologuing for like 30 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Great.
Thank you. I love the Destiny lore, and I wish they did a better job of like executing it in game. But
Yeah.
the lore
There's
is
only one person that does it so well, and it's my name is Spike.
yeah. So I'm like, but the lore is sick. I love the lore. So basically, that brings us into Destiny 2. And remember how the Cabal haven't been doing jack shit at all? Well, they're about to pick up their game. They're like, hold my fucking beer. And this one Cabal faction called the Red Legion, which is headed by this dude named Gaul. He is like, I want the power of the light to myself, so that I can prove to my stepdad that I'm and I can do things. That'll come in a little later. Because the like basically a little lore on the Hive, again, they're this like kind of gladiator race. And there used to be like a main emperor called oh, why am I blanking on his name? Emperor Callus. Callus. So Emperor Callus was a dude, and he was like, the Cabal are so great. We should enjoy our strength and revel and like, and they were very like Roman, like, we're the peak of the fucking universe. Who gives a shit? We should just live in splendor and blah blah blah. And then he gets cooed by Gaul, as well as his own daughter, Empress Keitel. And so he gets banished on this like luxury ship called the Leviathan to like drift out in space for all time. By the way, if we want to exit this activity, we can try the 50 wave one, now that we've done all three of the maps. Because the 50 wave one gets significantly harder as we go, so don't worry if we fail. Because I don't have like a dedicated build for this one right now, but we'll be fine. We're just having fun. We're messing around. I should taking a little pause. What do you think of Onslaught? RX. Oh. Did I? No, I didn't.
Sorry, I just took a bit of my dinner.
No, no worries at all. No, yeah, I'm just curious. I'm like, what do you think of Onslaught?
I think, okay, I didn't realize I had access to my other equipment because like we started and it gave me a whole different set of equipment. So
oh yeah.
I should probably do something to re-equip stuff first.
Yeah. And some of the weapons that are in Onslaught are like some of the best, most beloved weapons in the entire game. They're older weapons, but as someone who hasn't played Destiny 2 at all, they're brand new to you, and they're the best guns in the game. So, highly recommend you use those. Alright.
Kataki says meh. Kataki says meh. Off moon. But yeah, they're pretty good.
Some max power as well.
Better gloves.
Here, I'm gonna turn on the light in my room really quick. It's getting dark. My eyes are gonna hurt.
Oh, the darkness is closing in. You need to turn on the traveler.
Okay, so it's time to do stuff about ghosts, blah blah blah.
Alright, I'm back. Yeah, what do you think of Onslaught?
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. Is there any... Okay, question about rezzing. Is there any difference between rezzing yourself or being rezzed by an ally?
So, in the lowers, like the lower waves especially, doesn't matter. If you res an ally, you get to come back a little sooner, but it'll allow you to respawn after a designated time. When it gets to harder content, there'll be respawn restricted areas, and those are ones where either it will require you to be resurrected by a teammate, it'll have like an insanely long respawn by yourself timer, and then in like really tough content like raids and Grandmaster Nightfalls and stuff, you're actually given a specified amount of revive tokens. And once you run out of tokens, you can't revive anyone anymore. So, yeah, that's that.
Yes. In Onslaught, it switches on level 30, and it will say that, oh, the enemy grows stronger, and the darkness is closing in, and you will only have one. You can only revive your teammates. You cannot revive yourself, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try.
And then, yeah. Ooh, moth yarns. What was I saying? But yeah, kind of getting back to the lore. So, Callus got cooed and like sent away on this like luxurious ship called the Leviathan to kind of like drift off into space and fade away into obscurity. And Gaul becomes like the head of like the Red Legion, which is this like specific military sect in the Cabal lore. And they go, I want the power of the light to myself. So they like create this whole like net that actually captures the Traveler and cuts off our access to the light. And we're like, oh fuck, that's really bad. And we lose badly to the Red Legion. And so we lose our access to the light until we're able to like find a little shard of the Traveler like that had like broken off during the collapse. And we're able to like reconnect and like regain our power, get some new powers, like, you know, as we're getting in Destiny 2. And we come back and we're like, yeah, fuck up the Red Legion. Gaul does actually get like manages to like harness the light and use it a bit. So we have a big boss fight against him, which we win, which is sick. And when we win, the like Traveler manages to like free itself from the net and restore light to all of our fellow other Guardian companions.
doesn't do jack shit in this entire fucking story. Holy shit.
Hmm?
Who doesn't do anything in this story since we become the Guardian?
Yeah. I'm now just remembering, I'm like, holy shit, I haven't told him about the speaker in any way, shape, or form. But, so I'll quickly going back, so, originally in Destiny 1, there was this figure called the Speaker, and he was this kind of like figure that said like, the Traveler, it speaks to me, I can tell you what it's saying. The Speaker says nothing pretty much all game. He's just kind of there most of the time. But in the Red War, Gaul captures the Speaker and is like torturing him and shit and being like, how do I get access to the light? Why did he give it to you, Guardians? And he delivers this fucking insane line where he's like, do you remember this?
Yeah.
So basically, the Speaker, this when he's like asking like, how do I gain access to the light? And it's like the main quality of Guardians is bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice, and sacrifice brings death. So basically, feel free to kill yourself. Which is fucking insane. And then of course Gaul, not very happy about that, kills the Speaker, and the Speaker's dead. So that was the most he said the whole fucking game, but it was a hard ass line to drop. Right?
Yeah, he did two great things. He told Gaul to kill himself, and he like exiled Osiris.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it. So basically, oh god, I guess I'll have to. I'll explain it right after I talk about Callus, because that's the next expansion. Here we go, Overland. There we go. But basically, so we end up killing Gaul. We're like, yay, we freed the Traveler. We're doing great. Oh god, I have a linear on now. Sorry.
You're fine.
I have to like lock in every once in a while. Uh-oh. But so you know, we defeat Gaul and we're like, yay! But kind of lurking in the distance, the ship of the Leviathan has like come into the solar system, and he's been like chatting with us and being like, hello, Guardian. It's so fun to watch you run around and blah 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 blah. And he's very cocky and arrogant. So we decide we're gonna just we are not doing so well. Basically, we decide we don't like your fucking attitude. We're just gonna kill the shit out of you. So we go into his ship, and that's the Leviathan raid, which is no longer a raid that you can play, which is cringe, but it was a pretty decent raid. And so we go in, we fucking kill the shit out of Callus, except apparently we don't, because we were fighting a robot the whole time. And at the end of it, we drop in, and it's like he's got a whole fucking, like, army of robot Calluses that, like... So, like, we have no idea where the real Callus is. But, you know, he seems to just kind of be like a, oh, Guardian, join me, and, like, become my little minion. And we're like, no. Fuck off. But we don't actually kill him. What was I saying? But yeah, so that leads us into the first like little mini expansion that Destiny ever did, called the Curse of Osiris. So basically, Osiris in the lore is the coolest fucking character ever, and then in game they made him fucking dog shit, and I am so mad about that. Because basically, Osiris had all this lore of he was this warlock that during one like major confrontation with the Fallen, where like the last city like nearly fell, he was seen, there were like hundreds of like glowing, radiant versions of Osiris like all across the battlefield defending the last tower, and you're like, what the fuck, this guy's... And it was heavily implied that this dude had full access to time travel. Like, he was able to use the light to like slip around in the time stream and stuff. And it was so fucking sick, and I was so excited. But that kind of got retconned, which I was fucking pissed about. Because in the Curse of Us, I'm getting ahead of myself. So he's this like super sick fucking warlock. He was, I think, like the original warlock vanguard. But the speaker did not like him, and so he basically turned public sentiment against him. Said like, he's dangerous, we must exile him. And so we did. He's gone. But in the Curse of Osiris, we learn that he has apparently been like deep undercover investigating like the main Vex network. And apparently all of his time travel shenanigans was actually supposedly just using this like Vex simulation thing called the Infinite Forest. And it wasn't actual time travel, it's just like accessing simulations of different times and like they basically retconned the ability to time travel, and I was fucking pissed as shit because now we can't go back to all the cool lore that I talked about in the prologue. And I was real pissed, but oh well. But basically, he's moping around the Infinite Forest until his ghost, Sagira, another one of the best characters in the game, gets like captured by the Vex, and he's and it's like, well, no, actually that's wrong. They're about to get captured, and Osiris basically, as a last-ditch effort, like hucks Sagira out of the simulation, and Osiris is nowhere to be found, but we find Sagira, and we're like, oh shit. So we have to do some little revive shenaniganery with Sagira, get her back up and running, find Osiris, and save him. And he's cool. We're good. And that's the whole plot of that.
It was so dumb.
Yeah, it's generally regarded as the worst expansion in all of Destiny history, which I agree with. Because it was not good. I was mad about it. But basically, that's the Curse of Osiris. We then move into the Warmind expansion. What was that? Did that have a specific name to it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I genuinely can't really remember. But basically that... What the fuck happened in that expansion?
It was the woman that, you know,
did they
Rasputin.
Did they announce Elsie Bray in this expansion?
Yes, because it's the expansion where I basically started playing.
Yeah, okay. So I can get into the lore of the Exos a little bit. You kind of have to wait till Deepstone Crypt, but basically there was out of all the Warminds, there was one like main Warmind called Rasputin, and he was largely in charge of Earth. And so he starts waking up, and we're like, oh, what the fuck is Rasputin doing? What is happening? And we end up running across this one Guardian named Elsie Bray. And Bray is a really big deal because that would imply that she's the daughter of Clovis Bray, who was the original inventor of the Exos. Back in the Golden Age, he was the one who created the like exoskeletons and like put the human mind in it. So it was a huge deal. And so basically you're kind of like, oh, what's up with the Warmind? Are they chill? Are we not chill? What's going on? And they turn out to be pretty chill, and that's generally the gist of that expansion as well. These expansions were not good. Destiny was not doing so hot during these expansions, because kind of nothing happened, but that was still kind of cool. And then, where do we go right after the Warmind expansion? Is it... What was right... Was that Forsaken? Did we go straight into Forsaken?
Yeah, I think it is straight to Forsaken.
Oh my god. Okay. So then we go into Forsaken. Now we're in content where, in theory, you could actually buy the Forsaken campaign and play it. Which again, don't fully know if it's worth however much money it costs, but you can.
No,
so
there's no point in doing it. There's no content for Forsaken anymore.
I mean, you can just... It's basically you can experience the story and you can play the raid that's attached to it. So, but generally it's not super worth it. The ED is not doing so hot right now, guys. I'm not either. But basically, Forsaken is widely considered one of the best expansions in the game. That is the one where Cade fucking dies, and it's the saddest shit ever. Because basically, we go into this like awoken prison that's like holding a bunch of like fallen on our enemy, and we're gonna lose. We just lost. Oh well.
It's fine.
But was that legend mode or was that normal?
That was little. We went to wave 8, so it was basically normal.
Oh wow. Okay. Well. Oh well. Again, we're just messing around. But basically, we go to this like awoken prison that's like holding a bunch of fallen and whatnot, and a bunch of our other enemies, and we learn that one, Crow, who was the brother of Marisolve, didn't actually die when they were fighting the Taken King. He managed to survive. And he has been doing some really fucked up like bio experiments on the fallen, like trying to like inject them with darkness. And so they become the Scorn. And they're kind of fucked up little... They're not looking so hot, generally speaking. And so that they host a big prison break to get the Scorn out of there. And that's when, you know, we come in with Cade and we try and stop the prison break. And Cade gets fucking murked and it's very sad. So the whole campaign is like, alright, we're gonna fucking kill these, like, Scorn generals. We're gonna get revenge on Uldren. And we learn, as we're kind of going through that Uldren is like, the whole reason that Uldren's been doing this is he believes that he can bring back his sister, Queen Marisolve. And by the way, if you want to load us in the next one, feel free. But
yeah, I was about to ask. You want to another onslaught or go back to playlist?
I would say so. We can do another onslaught. We can also do, if you want to try doing like strikes, or if you want to try doing, we could do Gambit. If you want to do Gambit, but we could also move on to other things if you want to try other content. But onslaught's
anything.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd be interested in trying out?
I don't know what anything else is.
Yeah, because basically, strikes are in the Vanguard playlist, and they're basically 3-person like little missions where like you go in. There's typically a tiny little bit of a puzzle mechanic, but it's mostly you go in, you kill the enemies, and then you kill the boss at the end. And those can either be strikes. Nightfall is basically just a harder version of the strike. And then Grandmaster is like the insanely, stupidly difficult version of the strike. We should not do the Grandmaster Nightfall.
Yeah, we bring in a new big Guardian to Grandmaster Nightfall.
Yeah,
Hell
new
yeah.
Guardian. They can totally handle it. So that's that. It's kind of similar to like a story mission that you do with others. Gambit is like the PvE, PvP blended playlist because you basically you go in, you're in this like arena, and it's first a race to like kill a bunch of enemies.
Read it.
Huh?
You can read the what it say.
Oh yeah, like because so the it describes it as defeat the enemy's humanity, collect their motes, and bank them to summon a primeval. First team to destroy their primeval wins. So yeah, so basically you go in, kill the enemies, and they'll drop little motes. You gotta bank it in like a little bank to summon a primeval, which is a little boss enemy, and then you gotta kill that primeval. The twist is that there's another team of 4 doing the same thing as you, and every certain amount of like mote banks, you're able to invade the other side and kill the other guardians and like reset their progress basically. And so that's the premise of Gambit basically. Crucible is the pure PvP. You're just fighting against others. Some people like it, some people hate it. Most people hate it, but some people like it. It could be nice
It's
sometimes.
mayhem this week.
Okay, wait. We should do mayhem. Okay, if you go to the Crucible in the top right, and on the right, you should select mayhem. Because so that is, it's PvP, except you get your super really fast, you get all of your abilities super fast, and it's just spam your super and like try and kill your opponents.
Okay.
And I love
Everybody loves
mayhem. Mayhem's
Everybody
fun.
loves mayhem. Yeah.
So we should definitely do mayhem.
Yeah.
And what super are you using right now? I can actually check that, but are you okay? So yeah, so you're using Nova Bombs. So Nova Bomb is great for mayhem because you can just spam Nova Bombs and blow people up. But if you have other supers, you can try the other supers. And yeah, it's generally just a fun little spam your abilities, have some fun with it. But yeah, back to the story.
Where were we anyways? Where were we in the lore?
We're in the middle of Forsaken right now. Because basically, Uldren learns that Uldren thinks that he can bring back his sister Mara Sol, because he thinks that Mara is like trapped in this place called the Ascendant Plane. That's that little plane of existence that the Hive derive their power from. It's like the Throne World. Again, there's a whole bunch of super cool lore about that I cannot explain the mechanics of right now without taking like 2 hours. But basically, he thinks that Mara is trapped in this little Ascendant Plane, and so he needs to like combine light and dark to like free Mara from the Ascendant Plane. So he's getting like these visions that are mildly erotic, and we're like, aren't they siblings? But okay, we get sexy Mara, that's kind of cool. It turns out Uldren was being deceived the whole time by an Ahamkara, the wish dragon that I mentioned earlier, back in when we were fighting Crota. And apparently there is one last living Ahamkara called Riven. And when the great Ahamkara hunt was happening, the Awoken said, we want to keep some power to ourselves. And so they managed to like wish an Ahamkara to create the perfect Ahamkara trap, and trapped an Ahamkara in the like Dreaming City, which is like the main base of the Awoken. And so Uldren was being deceived by the Ahamkara. It leads to this very, very interesting tentacle 4 scene, which, you know, I had thoughts on. And Shia would love. But basically, What was I saying? We end up, we like catch on to this plot. We go and we like manage to stop Uldren before he frees the Wish Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Ow, I'm dead. Yeah, and then we get our revenge. We fucking ice fucking Uldren, just shoot him in the face. And that was very satisfying. That was a satisfying narrative arc. We're very happy. Ow. And then the raid is kind of completely unrelated to the story. This is when Deepstone Crypt happens.
Oh, is it? I thought it was Last Wish.
Oh, it is! I'm so dumb. Ow. But basically, so, we managed to stop the Ahamkara from, like, escaping, but again, like, the prison's, like, weakened and whatnot, so we gotta go in, we gotta, like, purge some of the Ahamkara's corruption, or actually, I'm misremembering. Actually, what ended up happening was, while we were, like, you know, fighting Uldren, trying to figure out, we learned that when Oryx was around and he was, you know, fucking shit up, we're doing bad, he actually came across the Wish Dragon and ended up taking the last Ahamkara. So they're like kind of like taking a fight. And that's a problem. So we're like, we're gonna fucking kill it. And so we do. And that is regarded one of, if not the hardest raid in all of Destiny history. And spawned a great meme because Datto, who's like very well known in the like Destiny community, there's a 24-hour limit on like the challenge mode when racing for World's First, and he finished it in 24 hours, 2 minutes. So 24:02.
Really?
And he was the third team to finish it. So it was an insane race, but it spawned a big meme of like 24:02. What was I saying? Yeah, basically we go in, we kill the Wish Dragon, we're like, yay, yippee. And that's the gist of Forsaken. Then where do we go? Is it then the Deepstone Crypt season?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I know it's around there. At this point in Destiny story, we're kind of jumping around a ton, but, you know, oh well. After that, how does it start? I mostly just remember Deepstone. But basically,
Clovis Bray something, Europa. I think it is after. Isn't it Beyond Light? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So there's this one of the one of the prisoners from Prison of Elders who killed Cade. He's still alive, and he essentially fled. And fled to Europa to find, because he just regretted everything, so he tried to find peace.
Yeah, it's
by Aramis.
Yeah, Aramis.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm remembering now. All right, I got it.
Yeah.
So basically, there's been some rumblings on this planet called Europa, where like the Fallen are like digging around, and apparently they're finding a lot of like Golden Age technology. And we're like, oh, that's not good. Let's figure out what's going on over there. And so we go, we do, and we discover that on Europa was the main base of Clovis Bray. Again, the creator of the Exos. and we kind of learn more about Golden Age times. We learn more about the creation of the Exos. And so the Exos, again, they're supposed to be this like step up from humanity, like supposed to have longer lives. But unfortunately, the human brain is not a huge fan of being in a robot body. And once it figures out that it's a robot, it starts to kind of freak out. So Exos, every once in a while, basically have to go and get their like memory wiped. And that's why there's numbers after all of the Exo names, like Cade 6, Banshee 47 or something like that.
Yeah.
801, and that number is the number of times the Exo mind has been reset. And so to get reset, these Exos have this like inexplicable calling to go to the Deepstone Crypt. And it's this big kind of mystery of like, what is the Deepstone Crypt? Why can no one remember the Deepstone Crypt after they return to it? And there's some like, Cade left some like interesting lore of like the long, slow whisper, which I don't know if we ever learned about. But it was sick foreshadowing. I was happy about that. Basically, we like learn about that, and we find Aramis is like messing with a bunch of the Clovis Braytech, and also beginning to commune with the darkness, and starts to take on the power of stasis, which is basically magic ice. And we're like,
by Bungie, it's not ice.
Hmm?
They were very confirmed by Bungie. It's not ice. They're very mad at that we call it ice.
Well, then what is it then?
It's just like dark. It's just darkness. It's crystals.
But like,
it's crystals.
Yeah. Okay. It's ice.
Weird about it. We're like, it's not ice.
It's the
Don't
ice
call it
subclass, like. So basically, we're like, oh fuck, the Fallen are like, you know, they're figuring out this whole like stasis thing. That's kind of scary. We don't want our enemies, you know, gaining more strength over us. So then we are like, let's figure out how to use stasis ourselves. And so we do. And that's fun. We get the ice subclass and we have some fun with that. And we kill Aramis before she can do whatever the fuck she really wanted to do. I don't super remember what she wanted to do. Oh, never mind. That was when the pyramid ships were becoming a thing. So...
Yeah, and that is before the Warmind.
Oh, yeah.
Because after... No, that is after the Warmind, because Aramis, like, she died there, and then before the Warmind, she tried to destroy the Warmind, the Earth Traveler with the Warminds, you know?
Yeah.
I don't remember which season it is, but it's somewhere.
Yeah. That's the other thing that's tough, is so, like, I'm remembering the expansions and how the expansions went and how those went. But in between a bunch of these expansions, they started putting in seasonal content, and the seasonal content started to have relevancy to the lore and the storyline, but like I just wasn't playing during some of these seasons. Like, for example, in one of these seasons, I can't remember which, this like famous Titan called Saint 14 comes back. And he's a huge deal because he's like considered one of the most powerful Titans. But he was thought to be lost in the Infinite Forest when he went after Osiris, like looking for him, trying to like bring him back to the Vanguard and everything, because they are super gay for each other, like canonically gay, but very gay for each other.
This entire season is about them. This entire season is about them being gay.
Literally, the whole season going on right now is just Osiris and Saint 14 are super gay, and we're super happy for them. And it's me as a single girl who, you know, doesn't know love. I'm kind of like, good for you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. You are. Oh, that guy's lagging. But so There's probably some gaps. What I'm talking about.
Yeah, if you want to get the full lore, watch the Bife video. It's kind of
Yeah,
fun.
so there's this whole Bife is like Bife and Mylan Games are considered like the two like main authorities on lore. If you really want to learn about that, like stuff like the Books of Sorrow and other things like that, they do great lore videos and they're sick. But I'm just kind of giving the story as it's been. But yeah, oh god, where were we? After Deepstone Crypt, da-da-da-da. Oh, hello.
Heavy ammo.
Hmm? Da-da-da.
I just found if I had a heavy ammo, then lost it.
Ah, yeah. Okay, while I try and remember what the fuck we're doing, where it was.
Deepstone Crypt.
Huh?
Deepstone Crypt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I was like, do you have any additional questions? Again, I've given you so much information, so much lore.
No.
Okay. Is it information overload or just kind of like, oh yeah, this is an interesting little story, you know?
I'm just taking in information right now. I'm also trying to figure out the game.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, basically, so we do the Deepstone Crypt, we kill Aramis, and we're like, yay. But we're like, how the fuck did she get the power of stasis? And we learned that there's these space Doritos, these black space Doritos that have started popping up, and we're like, what the fuck? And it's like, heavily implied, like, this is the darkness. The darkness that, like, caused the collapse. It's coming back, and we're not ready. So we start trying to do a bunch of prep for when the darkness comes back. It sucks. We don't do very good with it. And I'm trying to think, is there anything between Lightfall and... wasn't there? No, the Witch Queen expansion. Oh my god.
The best expansion.
I know, I almost skipped over one of the best expansions.
There.
But basically, so as we're like, you know, preparing for the darkness to come in, we learn that Savathun, the like queen of the hive, Osiris, or not Osiris's, Oryx's sister. Why am I suppressed? Oryx's sister, and like, she's considered like the hive god of like cunning and like trickery and whatnot. So she's been up to like little schemes and stuff, and we're like, what the fuck? What is she up to now? And it turns out she manages. Yeah, she manages to commune with the Traveler and convinces the Traveler to make hive guardians and like give them the light. And we are super fucking betrayed. We're like, what? What? We have been fighting the hive for so fucking long. They use the darkness and shit, and you're just gonna give them the light? And so we are mad. So we're like, let's fucking kill Savathun. Let's kill the shit out of them. But apparently Savathun's whole deal is she's like made a deal with the Traveler. She's like, you give us some access to the light, and I will pull the Traveler into my throne realm, so that it will be safe from the oncoming darkness. And the Traveler's like, bet, I'll go there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
nice and safe and comfy, and I don't want to die. Fuck humanity. And so we are real mad about that, and so we stop them. We end up killing Savathun, but her ghost escapes, and we're like,
Yeah.
that might be a problem, but we've got Savathun's body. She can't be revived by the ghost. We'll be okay. And so that's kind of a little to be continued thing. And I'm trying to remember, what was the raid with that one and with...
There was no raid.
There was no raid that year?
No, it was the dungeon goes to the deep.
Oh my god, that was the only thing that took it out of, like, the best expansion for me, was there was no raid.
Yeah, no, wait, no. Crota raid, Crota raid came back.
Huh? Yeah.
Didn't Crota raid come back?
Yeah, that's when, like, you know, Vault of Glass, Crota's End, and Taken King were starting to come back in the game, but I was still like, but I want new raid. Can I has raid, please? Are we sure there was no raid?
I'm pretty sure
I'm like
was no
looking
raid.
around on that planet.
On the map, yeah.
No, Vow of the Disciple!
Oh, yes!
Yeah, okay. So, basically, after Savathun fails to pull the Traveler into the Throne World, that's when the darkness arrives, basically. And the big bad of the darkness is known as the Witness, and he's supposedly this, like, all-powerful entity. We did so much for, like, we amped up the fucking war mines. We did so much prep to, like, try and kill the Witness before they could really get into the solar system. All of that fucking failed. We
laughed at it.
Yeah, we didn't do shit. It was bad. So we go in, we're like, alright, we gotta start fighting these, like, disciples of the Witness, one of which is Rolk. So that leads us into the Vow of the Disciple raid. And Vow of the Disciple is a fun raid, mostly because when you go to fight the boss, he walks up and he kicks the shit out of you. He has a literal kick animation. So there was a lot of jokes of like,
hey, daddy, kick me.
Kick me, daddy, kick me. Like, please.
And then he says, he tells Witness, we can't kill these guardians. They want me to kick them.
Yeah, like, we can't do anything. They're just, anytime I hurt them, they're like, oh yes, more, please. But we ended up killing Rolk. And we're like, yay, we did it, we killed Rolk, yippee. Yeah, so we do that, and then, that kinda leads us into what is generally considered one of the worst expansions of all time.
Ever.
Which is, Lightfall. Lightfall, so the Witness shows up, and the Traveler even, like, shoots at the Witness with this, like, ultra mega beam of light, and it doesn't do shit.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't do shit, and we're sad, but, we learn that the Witness has turned his attention to this planet, or moon, called Neomuna. And apparently there's something there that the Witness needs called the Veil. And we're like, ah, shit, the Veil, it's so important. We need to stop the Witness from getting it. And we're like, oh, okay, yeah. And they talk the whole campaign of like, yes, we all know what the Veil is and why it's so important. So we just need to do it. We just gotta get the Veil, gotta keep it from the Witness. And they're like, okay, cool. So we go to Neomuna, there's like, and we learn that Callus, the arrogant little fucking Cabal leader, has made a pact with the Witness and is like, yes, I will give you my aid if you, like, give me your power and, like, ensure that I have, like, a seat at the table when all this is done. And you've, like, ended the universe, basically, because that's what the Witness wants to do. And so we're like, you know, fighting these like darkness infested cabal, as well as these like new darkness enemies like the Tormentor and other stuff like that. And we're like, we gotta get.
Yeah, we descend to Neomuna.
Yeah, we go to Neomuna and we're like, gotta get us that veil. That veil is so important. We need it so bad. And it's so important. We need it. And so we go, we kill Callus, and we're like, yeah, we got the veil. And then our ghost gets like fucking possessed by the witness. So the witness gets the veil anyways. And like,
yeah, because the witness does not need the veil at all.
Yeah. Apparently
so
just needed our ghost to go next to the veil, and is able to like shoot a beam into the Traveler and go into the Traveler, and we apparently can't follow. What specifically is the veil? How did it do that? We'll never know. We never know.
No. There are theories that the veil is the equivalent, like the darkness equivalent of the Traveler. Like that's where all the darkness is coming from.
Oh.
Yeah, so the Traveler and the veil are the opposites of each other.
But I thought those were the worm gods.
No. The worm gods are just entities, like basically gods.
Oh. Again, none of this is explained in-game, or at the time of the campaign. So, it was very disappointing where we basically played Chase the MacGuffin the whole season. Ow. And we're like, so we lost, and we don't even know what's going on. So basically, we do a bunch of prep. Or actually, we find another, like general of the witness, and we're like, alright, in the meantime, we'll fuck up this guy's shit.
Yeah,
and they make...
This one is actually pretty important, though. Nezarec pretty important.
Nezarec? Was he?
Yeah,
oh, because
so
Nezarec had a...
disciple.
Yeah, go ahead.
One is the first disciple, and he was killed by Sabathun, and then brought back to the witness's main ship, and then got hit by the light when the Traveler did his little Kamehameha. The Traveler's fucked up so many fucking times with this ship. And then got basically resurrected or something. Like that's where he sort of his like crystals when you do the raid, and so we fight him, and he might not actually be dead, and he might actually. There are theories that he might come back and be the next witness, basically.
Oh.
That he will be the one taking over after witness because he is the most trusted of all the disciples. And we kill him, and we go into the witness's ship through the beam, where the Traveler like went in, and then just kill Nezarec, and basically that's it.
Yeah, generally
And
speaking.
he's kind of got a pain. He just talks about killing people during the entire raid. It's kind of fun.
Oh yeah. That was the easiest day one raid of all time.
Yes, it's still one of the easiest raid. Like,
yeah, it's up there. It's up there for one of the easier raids. But yeah, basically we do that. And then that brings us into the final shape, which is the most recent expansion. If you want to play the final shape and not be spoiled, let me know. But I'm happy to go through that as well. If you want.
I think the final shape in story-wise might be one of the most boring ones, honestly. In content,
really?
like gameplay, It might actually be the best one. Yeah, because I don't really care about Zavala. Like, fuck you.
Oh,
Really.
I liked the general story. Did I think that there was gonna be a lot more build up to actually killing the witness? Yeah. Because they built
Yes.
up this whole thing of like, we have all these allies now, and together we're gonna do it, and it's gonna be great. And I was like, oh, cool. So we're gonna like rally these other troops and like get some like last missions with them, and then we'll go kill the witness. And it's like, nah, they're just gonna be in the last little mission.
Yeah.
Yeah. The gist of that last little final shape thing is just we managed to get into the Traveler, and we find the witness is like corrupting the Traveler and like trying to like take over its power, so it can basically freeze the whole universe in stone and create the final shape and like put an end to entropy and whatnot. Which is kind of like, okay, bro. Sure. I guess if that's your objective, cool.
I kind of wanted him to win, though.
Yeah, well, it would have been interesting, but I don't know. Yeah, basically, we go in, all of Cade's back. We're like, oh, Cade, you're back. Yippee. Yeah, basically, we go in, our whole Vanguard has identity crises, and we're like, snap at it. Punch.
in the final shape, when we're supposed to prepare for kill the witness, I do not have time to deal with Vanguard crisis.
Yeah.
Like, I think that might be the most boring part about it, that they just decide to pull in all of this in the middle of it.
Yeah, I can kind of see it. I personally liked it narrative wise, but
yeah,
I can see what you're saying. Yeah, basically we go in, we kill the witness, and all is now good in the universe. Except there's some other rumblings of things happening, which we're figuring out. But we did it. We killed the witness.
After the witness dies, it explodes in a million pieces of light. Some pieces of light goes outside the Traveler, passes by Nessus, crashes into Nessus, and that's where we are now with the Conductor.
Yeah.
Who,
that I don't want spoilers because I don't. Because I haven't played it yet.
All right, you're gonna be. I'm just gonna say something. You're gonna be shocked.
Oh.
That's the only thing I'm gonna say.
Okay. Sounds good. How you doing, RX? Have we fried your brain?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, there are a few things that we missed, of course. Like, for example, the Wish season with that is basically a time wasting bullshit.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff. Like, again, there's the whole subplot with the 9, which apparently went nowhere.
I don't even know what the 9 is still, and it has been 5 years since I started playing.
Yeah, I've been playing for fucking 9 years. There's a lot of other little subplots that are super cool. But I breezed over in favor of the main campaign. Yeah. So you got the crash course in Destiny lore in 2 hours. How you doing?
Dude, I'm going to go back to
that's a lot.
What'd you say?
That's just a lot, I think you said.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
But
I have to go back and watch more lore from Five, not gonna lie.
Yeah, the lore is sick. Like, if you ever have like a long car ride or something, and you just put that on in the background, it's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick lore. Especially the Books of Sorrow. Those are really cool. The original Osiris lore is super cool.
The new Cade lore is actually pretty cool as well.
Yeah, Cade did a bunch of shit, running around, making a bunch of enemies.
Rests.
Yeah.
Kate was depressed. Yeah, like
Yeah, it was. He has really good lore. But yeah. General thoughts on the lore.
I
Your brain overloaded.
yeah, I think I'm done with the Destiny for the night.
Yeah, no, I completely get it. I'm also
Yeah.
probably gonna hop off. But
all right.
I hope it was a decent first impression. Maybe. Or maybe not.
Destiny is not a friendly game for new players.
Yeah.
They have removed the entire intro part from it as well, which is bad.
Yeah.
Like when I started, you had the entire first mission of okay, we get revived in the Cosmodrome, get to the last city. They have removed that completely now.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they.
Or
Are they
no.
still there?
Yeah, no. They have that mission. They just removed all of like the Red War content.
I see.
And again, like all of that other content of like Forsaken is like again, it's like paywall and whatnot, which is kind of dumb. But I think you can play the first mission of all those campaigns for free. If you like go under director and then you go to the timeline, then you can select
Yeah, you can
those.
you can get a story of what actually happened, like made small cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah, you can do stuff like that. But yeah, that's the gist. And I would say, I think, if possible, what I'd love to have you do is like, explore Destiny, play whatever missions are available for like free to play, and then I want to take you into a raid because raids are what really sold me on Destiny, and it'd be like, oh, this is a game worth sinking like 9 years of my time into. And I love raids. I think they're a really fun activity, and so yeah.
I should do more.
Yeah, they're fun. I'm gonna try and host more raid nights with some of my friends. So I'd love to get you guys in it if you'd like.
Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah,
down.
yeah. But all right, I'll let you go. I would say I'm sure I'll see you in chat tomorrow for Buff
Yep.
stream.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would say, Kata, if you don't, do you watch VTubers in general?
I do.
Oh, do you watch?
I am a PNG tuber.
You are who? What?
I am a PNG tuber, and I'm trying. I'm going to become a VTuber in the future. That's plans, at least.
Oh, awesome! I would say me and our ex met each other because we're both big fans of Buff Up and Vichibon.
Ooh.
And so, yeah, we've been getting to know each other a little bit. Apparently, we both went to Offkai, and we just missed each other. We weren't able to meet up. But yeah, we're doing some gaming together. And, yeah, fun.
Nice.
Yeah, alrighty. I think I will also hop off. Yeah, it was super fun playing with you, RX, and I hope you're enjoying Destiny a little bit. And yeah.
Yeah, I hope you're too, so we can guide you through dungeons, raids, and
Yeah. I'll make posts in like this Discord if I'm looking to try and raid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Alright.
look into some solo gaming content, see if it's
Yeah.
fit for sake with it.
Sounds good. Yeah. Feel free to hit me up anytime. Like, if you want to do any specific activity or whatnot, I'm happy to help in and help you do it. Yeah.
Alright. Well, good night, y'all.
Alright. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Good night.
I'm gonna sleep as well. It's 5 a.m.
Oh my god. What time? Wait, where? Are you in like
I'm in
England?
Sweden.
Sweden. Oh my god.
So yeah, 5:42, 43.
You're insane. We're West Coast, so it's like 9 p.m. for us. And we're like, it's bedtime.
Yeah, my put my sleep schedule kind of upside down, but it's fine.
Oh my goodness.
It's fine.
Yeah, oh well. Alrighty, I'll see ya.
Yep.